Everyone, today on Berlin Builds, I'm going to show you how to change out a table saw blade on the DWE7491R table saw. First thing that you need to do is you need to make sure that your saw is unplugged, so that way you don't die and lose all your fingers. So make sure that your saw is unplugged, and just to be sure, if you want to be crazy cool like that, you can actually hit the power button and see how it's not turned on. That's a really good sign that you're not going to cut off your fingers, more than likely. Next, what you're going to do is there's a little locking mechanism that's right here. When the arrow's pointing to the lock, you won't be able to open it up. When it's pointed to the unlock, you'll be able to open it up. So you just pop that off, like so. Then what I like to do is I like to raise the blade up a little bit higher, and then on the side of your saw, you have this little storage place for these wrenches. There we go. Now, what you can do with the wrenches, you have one that's open and you have one that's closed. So on the left-hand side, you'll be able to get the one that's open. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna spin your blade until the open side of this wrench falls in. Right there, see how that just fell in? Now I have control of the, I believe it's called the arbor, but let's not play technical terms right now. Let's just get the blade changed. You gotta take this nut off and you gotta go righty-tighty. So what I'm gonna do is how my hands are like this, I'm gonna squeeze them together like that. And that's loosened it. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in here and you're gonna spin it off. Now, if you drop it, it's a pain to pick it back up. So don't drop the nut. That would be a poor life choice. You pull the nut out, and then you've got this little piece right here. You go ahead, pull that wrench out of the way. Pull this little thing off, like so. Set that to the side. And now take note of how the teeth are already. When you spin the blade, the teeth should be coming to you. If you don't do it that way, it's not gonna cut. It's gonna be really annoying and you're gonna hate your life. So now, you take and you just slide the blade. Oh, and you go up a little bit higher. Go up a little bit higher if you need to, if you start getting caught and stuff. But we're gonna slide the blade off, like so. Now, you might be wondering, Nick, what kind of saw blade do you use? I use Diablo saw blades, and I go with the 90 tooth. This is a 10-inch blade. And I go with the 90 tooth because it's an ultra fine finish. And because when you're cutting stuff, you don't want to burn it and do other dumb stuff like that. So it's like 60 bucks. It's totally worth it. If you want to buy one of these, I'll have a link in the description below where you can just buy it. And then when you buy it, I get money because you bought it. So if you want to give me money without spending more money, you should buy it from my link because I'm a capitalist. Anyways, you just place the blade back on and you just go in reverse order. So now we're gonna put that little black piece on, and then we're gonna take the nut and we're gonna screw it on. And we're not gonna drop it. That's the goal. And if you got kind of fattish fingers like me, that's where you might struggle the most here. So just be careful, take it slow. But you're gonna just get that threaded on there, like so. Perfect, look at us go. Careful not to slam your fingers against the blade because it's a new blade and it's really sharp. So now we're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna put the open side of the wrench over here. And see how it just dropped in? And now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna take the closed side of the wrench and we are going to tighten it all up on there. So now we're going like this. And now if you're a He-Man and you want to go to yourself and say to yourself, I can destroy this, you totally can. You can destroy it, but you don't need to because eventually you need to take this thing off. So save yourself, just go so it's snug, right? Now what you're gonna do is put away your wrenches while you still got them in your hand, because if you don't, there's a high likelihood that they're gonna disappear and you'll wonder where they went the next time that you need them. So you place those back in, and now you're gonna take your throat plate, you're gonna slide it back on, and you're gonna put it in a locked position. Now, the thing that you need to do next, go ahead and lower that bad boy back down, is you're gonna plug in your saw, like this, and you're gonna turn it on, and make sure that it doesn't go flying off into the sky. See how the blade wasn't wobbling or anything? You're in a good place. And that is how you change the blade on a DWE7491R table saw. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you have some really awesome dad jokes, put those in the comments below too, because I'm always looking for more material. And if you have any deep philosophical thoughts about cheese, I'm really open to hearing the thoughts that you might have on cheese. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.